What's up, my fellow Americans? It's Brett and Steven with the BS Show, and we have some of the worst news of the decade.
And I'd like to say what's up to everyone that's not American. What's up to you guys?
That's only, what, 50% of the world, or
20%, I think, yeah.
Whatever the population is. But so the worst news that we've heard within the past decade.
We're absolutely devastated.
I'm very sad. I cried probably for at least a week and a half, if it's even been announced that long. Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell, at the young age of 947, are going to fight for the third time.
First hit, the other guy turns to dust. We're expecting that. We're expecting a pile of dust to be left in that octagon. By the way, I'm a big fan of Bellator. I love Bellator. But I just don't like seeing these old guys fight, you know what I mean? Especially Chuck Liddell, even now when he talks, it almost sounds like he's had a few wires knocked loose.
Yeah, it's just it's like a blow to the sport, It's they're big name guys, so
I get where it's coming from too. Bellator does that a lot. It takes a lot of older fighters that have a name on them, but may not have the same skill and young body as they once had before, and they match them up. And I completely understand where they're coming from. I just feel bad for these fighters. These people that I looked up to at one point, like a Chuck Liddell, someone who got me into the sport.
Yeah.
Someone as douchey as Tito Ortiz.
Yeah. I have to disagree with the Bellator thing, because Dada 5000 definitely deserved to be in the ring.
That was the most garbage fight ever.
Not only was that, probably easily top 5 best fights in UFC Bellator history, he also had the best bod in UFC history.
Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice literally died on the mat, That's hard, but it's Pony Boy Productions, I believe, right? That's who's putting on the fight, and you just have to think it's a money thing. Tito Ortiz is either broke because his porn star wife is not working, or Chuck Liddell.
His porn star wife from 2000,
Yeah, exactly.
What's her name again?
I don't even know. I don't know.
I do.
And and I know that Chuck Liddell, he spends a lot of money in razors to keep up that badass haircut he's got, but he's a legend. It's like if Michael Jordan were to come back in the NBA right now, as much as people be glamoring and ooh and on over it, it's like, no, your time's passed. You're
Michael
a legend.
Jordan comes back, plays the big three. That would get it would get a huge draw, but so many people would be disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, when you think of Chuck Liddell and you think of Tito Ortiz and you think of Michael Jordan, legends of the sports, you want to see them in their prime. And when you think of them, you want to think about them in their prime, the way they play.
Exactly.
It's not going to be that.
No.
When you saw Tito Ortiz again,
they're a shell of themselves now. Yes. They're a name. They're a brand at this point, and they're
absolutely
no longer at the peak of their dominance as they once were. It's just
but at the same time, if these guys want to fight and they enjoy it and that's their love and that's their passion, good on them. Honestly, as much as we're hating on it, I'm probably going to watch it.
And you know what too? You think Chuck Liddell wants to make more money at this point? Because back when UFC first started, he was making money. They were still growing, there was some money, but not as much. So now Bellator is maybe paying a little more than he was making when he was at the peak of his, youth.
It is true. Now they're making way more money. So who knows? Maybe they're going to give him $5-10 million. People are going to tune in. People are going to watch it. But I don't know, man. I just hate seeing stuff like that, because you already know what's going to happen. It's either going to end very, very quickly, I feel like, or it's just going to be a drawn-out, terrible fight.
Is Chuck younger? I don't know. Is Tito younger? I think he's a little bit younger.
Tito has to be younger.
He has to be, right?
At least Tito's been active.
And that's why exactly.
Tito fought Chael Sonnen a year ago.
I'm giving Tito the advantage in this one. You know what I mean? Chuck, I don't know how active he's been in the gym lately, or, been keeping his hands fresh. But the last we've seen of Chuck Liddell, he had a glass chin. He just been hit too many times, and that light would just turn off on him. So I'm curious to see if it's like that. There's some interesting key factors in here, seeing if his jaw could withstand more punishment. I don't want to see it. It's sad, but anyways, let us know what you guys think. Are you guys disappointed in this upcoming fight?
Because we're disappointed.
Or do you actually like it? You want to see one of them be left on a stretcher, or leave this earth early because they're a little too old to
That's
get
possible.
in the octagon.
It's possible. Or maybe Tito Ortiz's wife will show her tits.
Oh.
On camera.
I'm tuning in.
Ooh. All right, guys. Take care. Let us know what you think.